Alright guys, welcome back to the 70th Adam Adventure video. The Wandering Swordsman MELIODAS is here and might be one of my new favorite characters. This guy's crazy. We just tested him out in PvP Tower Trials. Insane in Tower Trials, by the way. Not the greatest, I would say, right now in PvP, mainly because right now he is 6 stars, so he's hard to shine when you're versing Berserk Melees at True Awakening plus 40, right? It's hard for him to guarantee, like, show up and pop off. However, I will say, when he's able to do what he wants to do, he does do really, really well, which shows his potential at 6 star, because imagine he was True Awakening. Max dupes, right? He is going to do some crazy numbers. So this is a character definitely worth looking out for. And whether you should summon for the character or not, it's totally up to you. Remember, I think with this update, they are giving out up to around 100k free diamonds. So I do think right now will probably be the best time to summon for this character, because I do think he actually is quite worth it. Especially considering that Valenti was more likely going to be a skip for most people. And then start saving for the next banner in 1 month's time is not the anniversary of the game, because that's the beta anniversary. They're not going to call it the anniversary. The anniversary is in August. And I'm going to make a video about it, but you might want to start saving for that one, because they are going to drop probably one of the best banners, very similar towards the half anniversary one, whereas the new character, whether that may be maybe even Escanor, the one Escanor, you know, and then dropping that with a side banner with just a limited pool characters, triple rate increase. It might be just better to save for that, right? But yeah, let's talk about the melee. So first, his stance is very different towards the OG melee. It looks a lot better. Just, it looks sick. So yeah, this is like a little summon animation. We'll showcase the animations in a second. You'll see that afterwards. But let's go through the character, because guys, the character got buffed. You hearing me properly? He got buffed, which is crazy to think about, because I thought they would have nerfed him, if anything, because reading his skills on the patch notes yesterday, it felt like he was too good to be true. But no, they buffed him, which is crazy. So first, his normal skill deals damage equal to 150% attack onto one target. Quite high multiplier, to be fair, for like a normal skill, which is quite nice. Then we go over towards his triple avatar, which, yes, did get buffed. So the buff, if you're wondering, is the exact same. It's just now, rather than being a decrease in cooldowns by 1 second, it's now 1.5, which is, yeah, kind of crazy. And then he also buffed the ultimate. We'll get through that in a second. But if you don't want to know what the skill does, every 5 seconds, deals damage equal to 250% attack onto all enemies within a 4-meter radius of the initial target. So the person he hits is then going to do 4 meters from that character. A little bit of an AoE skill, pretty good. Does stack up like crazy in, you know, something like Tower Trials. Given the opportunity in PvP, he does do really well, but it also grants himself damage restriction to sell for 3 seconds upon a successful attack. And I believe while this buff is available, so you have this buff on, which the buff itself, upon being hit, all incoming damage is fixed at 1. So he literally can survive anything. Very, very tanky because of it. But when he does get hit, he has a 4% chance to decrease all his cooldowns, which I think includes this right here, because I had seen a few times in the gameplay here, it goes into skill and into skill again, like straight away, right? It's not as consistent. I don't think you can make himself immortal, but there are a few times where he does stack these up, right? But also the ultimate does stack up even more as well, because you're resetting your cooldown, your ultimate, which is going to be more important when we get towards that in a second. And yeah, very, very good. Moving on to ultimate. Enchant Hell Blaze. It's blue D melee skill from going across. It's kind of cool. So deals damage equal to 967% attack onto all enemies within a 3x12 meter, 3 meter wide, 12 meter back. So it's going to be more hit the back line than hit everyone on the field, which does hold him back a little bit. I will say, if this was like Berserk melee level of like AoE wipe, he might be better than Berserk melee, I can't lie. But because it doesn't hit everyone, it does limit him a little bit. I noticed in PvP it wasn't hit everyone, because in PvP you're spreading your characters around, so it's a little bit annoying to hit everyone. He's not able to stack up these buffs as much, right? But what he's going to do is grant himself the weapon enhancement itself for the initial targets he hits. So I believe it's literally, if you hit 10 people with his ultimate, he's going to stack this up 10 times. So yes, the buff he did get, by the way, is it now stacks up to 10 times rather than 5. Which is what I mean by, if the ultimate was AoE and hit everyone in the field, this might be the best ultimate in the game. Because then you can stack up, this will proc out his ultimate off the one hit. Where, at least for my testing, it takes like 2 to 3 ultimates off to get the fully maxed out. But remember, the weapon enhancement busts up his final attack by 12%. If you do that by 10, 120% extra attack plus 50% crit chance. That's kind of crazy, right? And then the Dark Fire as well deals damage equal to his attack, which means it's going to be you know, 650k attack per hit, but also stack up even higher because he's increasing his final attack and crit chance as well. And you can't remove this debuff. So yeah, the character has so much potential, but just based on this kit alone, to stand out a lot going forward. Also too, the Darkfire debuff does count as corrosion, so if you want to use that during the night bosses, you definitely can. But yeah, I will say, guys, overall, my experience with this character was very, very positive. Probably one of the better characters we've gotten in a very long time. Even going back towards Berserk Melee, it really feels like this guy is a big, strong DPS character in comparison towards the ones we've gotten recently, like Zeldris. I mean, Zeldris is good, don't be wrong. King was outstanding as well. Like, I'm not saying like he's the best one, but like it really does feel like, whoa, I got this guy and my count leveled up a little bit because we pushed so much further in Tower Trials because of him. And especially, and I want to stress this as well, at 6-star. Imagine if it was a lot higher as well. In PvP, like I did say, you'll see the gameplay. He does okay, given the opportunity, but generally speaking, it wasn't too crazy. Mainly because, once again, you are versing people with really high accounts or similar towards you. So 6-star DPS characters can't really run, but the fact that I was able to use him in like Tower Trials was, yeah, very, very good. But yeah, guys, overall, I do think the character is worth summoning, especially considering that there's a bunch of events going on right now where you're able to get some free diamonds, I think up to 100k. Summon now, start saving for all the cool stuff coming in the future. It's MELIODAS. Most of you lot are probably back just for the character, and I will say they definitely made him very, very good. So now let's jump in towards the actual Tower Trials and in some PvP. Then he showcased a Nighthead boss battle, but he should be alright there too. Alright, we got to test him in Tower of Trials where there's a bunch of enemies. What we're actually going to do, because he might be a bit of a tank character unintentionally, right? Because he is going to be absorbing damage and then resetting his cooldown. So if we put him in the front and he gets that ability off, is he just going to spam it? Or how does it work? Because I'm thinking, I don't actually know this, but I assume because his ability is on a 5-second cooldown, if you reset cooldowns, does that make it so you're completely immortal? And we put ultimate first too. This should be a good test because I'm actually too sure how it works actually. I assume it's how it was, but I haven't like been like 100% confirmed on it. Let's see. All right, so he's immune. Did he get it? He's immune again. I mean, he's gotten the ult 3 times, by the way. Look at the ultimate. I'm actually hiding it. Yo, he's ulted 4 times. Okay, we actually did a lot of damage there. It was hard to keep track. Let me put him in by myself. And maybe put a Gopher in too, just to reset some cooldowns. You can also put Liz in too, because she resets cooldowns too. Oh, we can't even put Gopher in. Yeah, we'll just do her then. We'll just keep on resetting cooldowns, right? Let's see if he just stays immortal. If he stays immortal with this many people on the board, surely not, right? 1 damage, 1 damage. Okay, he did die. He did die. So it's not like guaranteed immortality. So yeah, I don't think you can stack those buffs, right? I guess that would be the big... I guess you can't stack it. So I don't know if it overrides. I still think you want to put him in the front, but with other people around him. No, he survives for a bit though. Now I want to pay attention to his ultimate. How fast you get the ultimate off. In fact, I think the ultimate hurt him because that's like a few seconds where he's like not getting the buff on. That makes sense? Okay, we'll go back to him being like actually on the real team. And pay attention to his ultimate, right? Because he's going to ult really fast. So we got one ult already. Not going too crazy actually. Did it stack up 3 times? It says... Hang on, what's this like? It stacks up to 4 times already. That's quick. Is it based off how many people get hit by the ultimate rather than just being like one-time use? It might be, you know. Let's pay attention again actually to see how it works. Because it might just be like kind of like how Escanor was, where it hits 4 people, it buffs up 4 times. So see if he gets instantly buffed up. So it is, yeah, it's on 3. So it depends on how many people get hit, I think, from it. I mean, of course, Escanor is type advantage, where I think obviously Melee right now is type neutral. But the fact he's doing similar numbers, though, that's impressive. And also, Escanor's doing it right after a 1 speed buff, too. Yeah, that's something I've noticed since, like, the Half Annie. Well, I guess it's Elizabeth, which has only been, like, 3 weeks. They're really making characters at low deep levels, like, actually pretty decent. Which is kind of really scary, because that means when they get higher deep levels, they're going to be even better. Because Ziddy's in the front line, he's barely taking damage. In fact, Escanor's dying way before him, considering Melee's in the front line. Yeah, he's got damage resistance on. Got it again. He's stacking him up. He's not dying. He's actually not dying. Is he gonna be like the best tank DPS in the game? I think before I was struggling a little bit on the stage. So we're breezing through this actually really, really quickly. Because I tried doing a lot of them before this update came out. So Meli's definitely making a really big difference here. Yeah, imagine this guy gets maxed out, bro. He's immortal again. I know we're kind of hiding the gameplay, but I want to see this buff stack up. So he's got it again. So he can keep on recycling him a little bit from the looks of it. Yeah, what's his damage taken? He's taking a lot of damage. Hang on, where is it? No, he's barely taking damage. He's in the front line as well, guys. Maybe because he's 40 range, he sits back a little further back, so you can't always hit him. But I want to get to a point where, like, it's just... where it looks like Meli's actually going to die. That's, like, the big thing, right? This is a crazy character, lad. Like, you can tell already he's going to be sick. So, Boom gets the buff on. Oh, he's taking some damage, He's back up already. Granted, did he get healed? Yeah, Glock's in here. But you can stall long enough, though. Whoa. Boys. This is a melee, bro. This is a melee. They love the melees in this game. How far did he... yeah, I think he just reached 90 today, right? So before it was 80 was the cap. Huge difference, though. He's definitely carrying. Imagine he was, like, anywhere close towards True Awakening. Oh, my. Like, I don't want to say straight away he's in, like, the Berserk melee tier, but this is impressive already. Yeah, he takes no damage. Who's taking damage right now? To be fair, I guess SDSGC is taunting him, right? Maybe we should move SDSGC's taunt. Because you are taunting him away. But maybe that makes him survive, though, right? I mean, comparable damage towards Escanor. Escanor's is type advantage. Okay, let's remove... because it might be also the SDSGC carrying a lot of times. Or I guess our main tank, right? I think he might get obliterated now, though. Because I think SDSGC is doing the heavy lifting, where it's like distracting some people. There's some AoE skills, he's still getting hit from it. So he's up front still. Takes some damage, yeah, he does. So you do need SDSGC to go with him. So he's not going to be the best tank, but like for a DPS up front, that sometimes they get obliterated, right? Especially when it's like a Berserk melee. We're going to do PP in a second. This one, he's got time stop on, so maybe it doesn't work too much. What's the time stop DPS do? Increase max cooldowns. I mean, see if Meli's increasing it. But yeah, look at the difference when Meli's on. And he survives. Granted, not doing too much right now. But that little bit of damage. Elaine, surprising actually. How's she doing that much? Okay, we'll just probably skip the rest here. I want to see right now how much his actual ultimate stacks up to. I think it missed it actually. So I think dupes are coming in a little bit of the play here because he didn't get a single buff on. Yeah, that might have been a really bad start for the melee. We still cleared through it somehow actually. Okay, got 3 hits. Can he only stack up 3 times? I think he's missing a lot. He does it again. He's going to use the ultimate. Okay, he's got 6 now. So he's getting... yeah, he only gets 3 per hit. 9 now. So he does stack up really, really fast, by the way. Yeah, 11 mil. Or billion. Max buffs 2. And remember, he would have stacked out a 5. So that's a really, really big buff. Like, I think it was, what? 50% extra attack. Now he gets 100. Wow, he just did it as well. He is carrying us, bro. This is crazy. Okay, so we've climbed all the way up until 78, actually. So remember, they just added 10 more stages with this newest update. So the fact that I couldn't complete it at all, and I went up almost like, I think maybe even 10 plus floors on the hard difficulty, all because of a 6-star Meliodas. Imagine it was higher. I think we were to breeze through it. So yeah, insane. I don't think I even got this vibes a little bit from when Berserk Melee came out. I mean, we knew Berserk Melee was crazy, but this feels this shit was crazy too, actually. I can't lie. Okay, so we're going to use this team for PvP. I think we'll put his ultimate first, right? Because he's going to reset his cooldown so quick. You might also have him up front, so you can stack up those weapon enhancements very, very early on. And yeah, we'll see. I guess the best thing too is Elizabeth reflects damage. I actually wonder if the damage... it might bypass it, but it also might not because all incoming damage is at 1. So when he does the ultimate, normally that will kill a DPS if they have the Elizabeth reflect on. But he might survive it. So having his ultimate early on also might be good too. But also it's just timing on whether you actually use the ultimate with that damage restriction buff on, right? Let's see. 204 CC, about 10 more than us basically. Hasn't got Elizabeth on though. What's the damage look like? SDSGC doing a lot as well. I mean, hey, look. Maybe I take out Pitch Black Melee because he is going to rob all the damage, I think. Yeah. Okay, let's take Melee out. Let's take Melee out. We need to see someone else do more damage. Let's put this Lane in because she gets our buffs every 5 seconds, so we get more attack on our green characters. Might as well. That person didn't have Elizabeth though. Neither did this person actually, so maybe not. I think it's missing a bit to be fair. That just comes down towards deep levels though. Where is he? Oh, he's not dropped down below, is he? Okay, he's up top now. I mean, yeah, given the time to shine, he's going to do a lot. Once again, considering he's doing near enough the same damage as Escanor when he's fully away, you can show is like how, either one, how bad Escanor's falling off, or two, how good the melee is at low dupe level. We'll try this 274-1. This guy has 10 people in his team as well. Elizabeth all in the back line. I don't think we win this one. He's surviving though, look at that. Okay, this guy doesn't have Elizabeth either. But yeah, I mean, given the time to shine, does alright. I mean, so does Gopher, but it's just more like an actual level gap, if anything, right? Yeah. Okay. I mean, you got to be 6-star. That's the biggest thing. Like, I think at high dupe level, he might pop off. What's his buffs on right now, actually? 5, not getting the craziest stacks on. I mean, it's not bad. Like, you can see the potential already. Okay, Elizabeth on the field too. I mean, it's going to be hard to track, actually, whether or not he dies towards that reflect. I'm not too sure he does, you know. It makes sense he doesn't. Because if you notice the 2 characters that come out recently, especially even his actual ultimate, the fact it can't be cleansed. Yeah, I think right now, especially this level when it comes towards dupes, I think he might be missing too much, you know. Yeah, I think that's what it might be. Yeah, I've seen he's missing a few there, actually. So, dupe in terms of PvP does matter a little bit more now, especially when you're versing people like similar CC level. He's unfortunately not doing too much. But you can see the potential, though. He would be doing crazy numbers if every single ability was hitting. Because you notice if you find someone a little bit lower CC, so 145, he will probably do a lot more here because every single shot is probably likely hitting. So we look right now when he used the ultimate. Yeah, a bit better, right? Better. When every single thing he actually hits, he does do okay. Even then, he might be missing a few as well. Yeah, and with the guard, it's going to be a bit more tricky in PvP because he's really reliant on getting that all off. Where in Tower Trials, you can stack that a lot more because everyone's hitting him. Okay. Not too bad for PvP then. Still going to be pretty good, actually. I might use him in my main team, actually, going forward. Obviously, put him Berserk melee. But definitely crazier in, like, actual AoE content Tower Trials. Wow. Alright, so as always, we're going to put our summons at the end of the video. So let's quickly run through, skip the animations. I do hope this time around we do get quite lucky when it comes towards getting the melees. But normally before, especially when you use, like, standard banners, you typically get them guaranteed 4 or 5-star. Oh, the animation's like... Okay, there's one. Is it because I got the skip animation on? Why is it so quick? Like, there's no, like... Have they just made it faster? It's been a while since I've seen this, actually. I don't know if we skip these. Yeah, there's no, like, flash. It's a bit off-putting, I can't lie. But we got one Escanor. Do you get Escanor? I think we got Escanor. One King as well. It's not too bad. So yeah, Melee, I really hope, because this guy looks crazy. And he actually buffed him. I probably would have said in the video. But he buffed him from when we saw him in the patch note, which is outrageous. I saw the notice when I logged in saying skill adjustment. I was like, oh no, they nerfed him. Because he already sounded broken. But he somehow made him better. Okay, watching it shafted here. I'm probably going to make another video soon, actually, talking about... Oh, really unlucky, actually. We've gotten 2 legendaries and none of them have been the new character. There's many. Yeah, the artwork is crazy. I love when you add new artwork, man. It's always fun. And at least we know now that, considering every single sin has gotten one, we're going to get one for Merlin. Oh, a Barnish was kind of nice. But yeah, we're going to get a new No, we already got go for it. It was a King, Diane, and Merlin. Merlin probably need a festival because she might be perfectly Merlin. That actually might be the next festival character coming in a month's time, I'd imagine. We get a commandment next, and then we get into a Merlin. That'd be pretty cool. Awful summons. Awful summons. The one time I said I want to get some good luck. Oh my god. How far are we? Oh my god. I think we've put like 4. Unreal. Have we gotten a green festival? Yeah, I don't think we have, right? So I guess we've got some stacked up, some green stacked up a little bit. Yeah, there's another one. Wow. Insane summons, actually. Insane. Alright, well, we still have like 30 more. Oh, there we go, too. Okay, that's really going to save you a little bit. The wrong melee. Okay, we're coming back in towards the end. It should stop at like the final one. Okay, we have 3 more. Let me just turn off the skip, actually. Yeah, thankfully the guarantees do a lot of the carry when it comes towards these summons. Because he's going to be a guaranteed 5-star anyway. We just did a final 10 here. Alright, there we go. The 18. Alright, guys. That's gonna wrap up the video. We're gonna get to showcasing the character. This is why we put our summons towards the end, because they're super quick, especially when you get sharped in. I'm only ever gonna redo like summons now on like actual characters when it comes towards the 250k banners, because those are a lot more RNG and you get a lot more hype when it comes to a summon the character, and you're typically doing a lot more as well, an extra 90k, so it makes the video a little bit longer rather than being like a 3-minute video. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Hope this guy is good. Should be good. We'll see. But yeah, thank you for watching, and peace.